Hello guys, it's Charjr Ryuki and welcome back to Bad End. Let's keep diving further. The following day. So you're heading out already? Yeah, I decided I'll head home early. I decided to head out early after the first period was over. I pretended to be sick as an excuse to leave. I didn't realize you weren't feeling ill. In any case, I hope you feel better and be careful. Of course, the reason I'm leaving early is to pay a visit to Koko Iwasaki's school she supposedly attends. If I wait for her outside of her school, I'm bound to run into her. I boarded a train to the town, and that was an exact replica of the games. Koko's school. I made a note of the directions to her school. I'll play it safe and wait outside. No need to be impatient. In 10 minutes, the train dropped me off literally right next to the school. As I expected, the school matched the scenery of the game. I'm getting closer to the bottom of this mystery. I can feel it despite the uneasiness I feel now. Okay, I found the school. Now to find Iwasaki. I'm not a student here, so I can't just barge in on campus. When classes end, I'll try to flag someone down and ask if they know Iwasaki. I waited patiently until classes ended. Before long, the students started milling out of the school, and I flagged one of the students down. Excuse me, can I help you? I'm looking for a girl named Koko Iwasaki. Do you know her by any chance? Koko Iwasaki. Yes, she is my fellow classmate. Bingo. I'm Akira Shijo. Nice to meet you. Iwasaki and I were childhood friends. I casually lied in an attempt to not draw any suspicion from him. I see. Well, she's not here. Why, is she absent today? She just shows a saddened expression. She was involved in a tragic car accident several months ago. She is still unconscious in the hospital. What? The news about me knocked me off my feet. Iwasaki is unconscious. This was way unexpected. I was so shocked that it took my brain more than a few seconds to register the surprise. Why? She was walking around town at night when she was hit by a car. I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know the specifics. No way. Iwasaki was in an accident several months ago. Needless to say, it coincides with the timing of when Bad End appeared on the net. Is this new information relevant to the mystery? In any case, it's unfortunate about what happened. I need to look into Koko further. Is that all you needed? Say, I wanted to know what Iwasaki's reputation in this school was like. It might not be relevant, but any new information would be helpful at this point. Her reputation? She's a beautiful girl and very popular with guys. I see. She probably was beautiful since she was a child. I bet her childhood photo would show as much. So she thought highly of her good looks, and was a hit with the boys here, huh? I made all that crap up. Do you really buy all that? Shiju gave a sour expression. What? All a load of crap? She's totally opposite of that. She's shy and hardly anything to bat an eye at. She's definitely not a boy magnet, that's for sure. I'm so confused. Her character traits are like a total 180 of what it is depicted in the game. Iwasaki believes that it was karma that caused a pissed-off boy to stalk her. In the game, this really happened. However, Iwasaki isn't known to be popular with the boys in the real world. Don't get me wrong, she is a nice girl. It's very unfortunate about the accident, though. Do you happen to know which hospital she's staying at? Since I've come this far, I might as well try and ask. I was just on my way there. You could follow me there. Follow me if you want. I decided to follow Shijo. We took the bus, and 20 minutes later we arrived in front of the huge hospital. Iwasaki is hospitalized here. That's right. Shijo makes his way inside the hospital quickly. Since she's a comatose patient, we can't just go into her room without permission. I told the receptionist that I was a friend of Iwasaki. I sat down and was told to wait until we were called. Why hasn't she woken up yet? The operation was a success, even with her condition of her injuries. They say she should at least be conscious. They think she may have suffered further brain damage. But in the end, the doctor doesn't know the true reason. I just remembered something from part 1. In part 1, it played the part that it was just one girl who had no idea what was chasing her. Whoever or whatever it was chasing her, she ran straight down the street. When she happened to cross the corner, a car hit her. And then whatever was chasing her attacked her. And then it ended up with where we are now, basically. It just went from that point on to wherever else. So basically it gave you like a small portion. And now we're here, we're in the hospital where she is comatose. She's completely unconscious. If she was still conscious after she was struck by the car, what made her unconscious? Even if her surgery was successful, the nurses and the doctors are saying that she should be conscious, but she's not. So what's preventing that? It's quite possible that Iwasaki was a part of this whole bad end mess. Shijo and I neared closer to her bed. Looks exactly like her. The Koko Iwasaki here looked identical to the one in the game. In the hospital bed, she looked dead, except for the slow, rhythmic breathing. Her face was clean but gaunt. It's no surprise that she's lost a lot of weight after being hospitalized for several months now. When did you last see her? It's really a shame for you to have to see her in this condition. It's been a while. I can't tell him the truth. He wouldn't believe me. I was in disbelief that she was sitting here in this condition and able to talk. Koko Iwasaki actually exists. Everything that she was in the game, personality-wise, was completely different, completely opposite of her real-life persona. On top of that, she's in a comatose state and has been hospitalized for several months. What does this all mean? So what are you going to do? Are you staying a little longer? I nodded with a nonchalant sigh. It doesn't look like Iwasaki will be coming around anytime soon, but at least I know she exists. I do want to try and get more information, so I decided to stick around a bit longer. How did you and Iwasaki meet? She's my girlfriend's best friend. As being such, I got the opportunity to hang out with her a lot. I see. I'll be honest. I'm not surprised he has a girlfriend. He looks intelligent and has a particular charm and is easy to get along with. I'm not surprised in the least. To tell you the truth, I didn't walk this way to visit Koko. I was on my way to see my girlfriend. The hospital was on the way, so I figured I'd show you. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much, and I apologize for making her wait. No, it's fine. I wasn't in any particular hurry. The fact of the matter is, Kana is unconscious as well. What? My world shook the moment I heard the name. So Kana, just like in the game, is also a target. So she also must have been attacked as well. Wait, what's her full name? It's Kana Mahashi. She also was involved in a similar accident several months back. Kana Mahashi. So she's a close friend of Coco. So they both were involved in accidents just like what happened in the game. So the accident was the cause of Mahoshi's coma too. I swallowed nervously. This is just so messed up. I'm confused as ever. Is it okay if I come with you to visit her? Well, since she's a friend of your friend, I don't see why not. We opened the door and entered the sick room of Kana Mahashi. Exactly the same. There's no mistaking it. It was Kana Mahashi. Her complexion and physical appearance is just like Iwasaki, a pretty face but gaunt due to several months of being in a coma in a hospital bed. This is unbelievable. Damn it. Shijo shook his head sadly with tears forming in his eyes. His girlfriend hasn't woken in several months. I can only imagine what he's going through. Do you know what was going on before she was in the accident? She ran out in the middle of the road, and I can't believe that she was so careless. But I am partially responsible as well. Eh? No, it's nothing. He feels responsible too? What the hell does that mean? If Shijo is putting on a show, then he's a good actor. I'd do anything to get Kana to wake up. There's nothing I could say to him. I decided it was time to be on my way. Thanks again for letting me visit Mahashi. Oh, it's not a problem. Overall, it seems like he's a good guy. He has good character, so it comes to no surprise that people tend to like him. Hey, do you mind if I swap email addresses and mobile numbers with you? Well, just in case I have a question. Well, sure, I guess. He probably didn't expect that being this was the first time we had met. He was hesitant to respond. But this was very important to get because he was good friends with Iwasaki. Now, I can get in touch anytime. Take care. Thanks. The situations that I never thought could be imaginable were happening. I'll go home for now to cool off my brain. That evening, I began pouring through the information in my head. Koko Iwasaki and Kana Mahashi were both involved in the same traffic accident and now comatose. Around that time, the game Bad End came into existence. Iwasaki is the main character, and Mahashi is supposedly her best friend. Was her consciousness sealed away due to something involving the game? Despite what it sounds like, it would make sense in a way. I just couldn't think of too many things it could possibly be. It's too much to think it was all coincidence. Then who the hell is behind this dreadful game? Who is truly responsible for putting Iwasaki and Mahashi in a comatose state? I don't have enough information yet. The only thing I could do is continue playing the game. I'm slowly encroaching on the truth. I'll see if I shine some light on more of the story. I opened the mobile phone and started Bad End. Today is Saturday, a holiday. I have no plans and probably will just stay home. Mom and Dad are home. They're home, so I shouldn't worry so much. So I'll just stay inside today and tomorrow. But I can't stay here forever with weekdays being school and whatnot. What is the real reason I'm being pursued by that freak? I swear I'll find out one day. No problem, if I put my thoughts together, I know I can figure it out. I went out with several guys, but only because I wanted to become popular with everyone. But Kana seems to believe there might be a guy that really likes me. This guy just so happens to not take rejection lightly, in which case the angry guy's grudge becomes wrath. Is it really after my life? It's true that I've turned down a lot of boys, but I never did anything to get murdered over. But it's not unusual for a psychologically unstable person to go off and kill someone over a love affair. It's a call from Kana. I push the call button slowly. Hello? Coco, what are you doing today? Nothing, I'm just lazing around the house. That's not healthy. Why don't we hang out today? Maybe somewhere outside and enjoy the weather. Outside? I understand your nerves are on the edge, but you'll feel a lot better once you get some fresh air. So do you want to go? Kana knows me too well. I'm really not an indoor type. But my nerves are about shot over the wall, a whole cursed shadow thing. The safest choice is to probably stay in. What do I decide to do? Well, the safest choice would be to stay home. But to be smart on this, yeah, it won't let me. That's the autosave, so. Go with Kana. I was on edge, but I decided to take Kana up on her invitation. Okay, I'll go. Yes. Okay, I'll be there to pick you up soon. Bye. I pressed the end button to hang up. Kana is a good friend, and we've been through a lot together. Everything will work out and be okay. 10 minutes passed. Huh? It sounded like a tap on the window. What, did something hit the window? I slowly glanced out the window and saw that Kana was waiting below in the yard. Hello? Oh, it was just you. It seems she threw a small pebble to get my attention. Oops. It would have been more sensible to use the intercom. Okay, wait for me. Then what happens next? I turned to move, but my body wouldn't respond. What? What's going on? My question was answered by a moment later. A black shadow appeared before my eyes. It was floating in the air and began to cling to my head. No. Dad, Mom, Kana, help! My voice eventually goes hoarse. Nobody could hear it. So she dies. That was a bad end. That would have been a bad ending. I was too nervous and I decided I was going to stay home. Obvious bad ending. So that's twice. Obvious bad ending. Kana, I'm sorry, but I just want to rest up at home for the next few days. Aw, come on. Don't make me have to drag you along. She sounded disappointed. I've never turned down one of Kana's invitations before. Please forgive me. I'll make it up to you Monday, and we'll do whatever you want, okay? Sounds good. I hang up the phone. Exhaustion racks my body. I can't keep avoiding my friends over this whole mess. I have to find out what the hell is happening out and fast. I decided that I'll do what it takes. Haha, I was right. That was a bad choice. Wow. I guessed correctly 5 times in a row. With twice me messing up and being smart and saving beforehand. So now Kyohei, I wouldn't sound that excited over 5 times in a row, because at least 2 out of the 5 there was obvious bad endings. So I admit to that. I'm not denying that. Even with the odds stacked against me, I still managed to do it. What luck, because this time you only had 2 choices. Both methods of escape from the shadow were different in each scenario this go around. Huh? I just had a thought. What is this nervousness I'm feeling? The relationship between Iwasaki and the cursed shadow. Wait, that can't be. No, I'm just thinking too hard. I pushed the thought from my mind for the time being. So what should I do now? Should I tell Shijo about the circumstances behind Bat End? I'll do anything to get Kana to wake up. That's what he said. I would like someone's cooperation in this. It might not be such a bad idea. His lover Mahashi and her best friend Iwasaki, if he only knew that Bad End was responsible for it all. Do you think he will cooperate if I tell him? But I really don't want to drag anyone else into the mess. One mistake could cost a person their life. I have to choose without being careless. I decide to sleep on the decision for now. Kyohei. Kyohei. The sound of low, moaning voices. Those dead voices are back again. Don't stop. Don't stop, Kyohei. Don't quit. Don't leave us. Keep going. Don't stop. Damn it, go away, leave me alone, make them stop. Yuji, you don't have to do this. You don't have to tell me. I won't give up, because I'll avenge you, I swear it. Then I woke up. My body was drenched in cold sweat. I stood up and balanced myself to keep from swaying. My head was still reeling from the dream. Between Yuji's death and playing through Bad End, my mind is on an overdrive, and it's taking its toll. Each time I fall asleep, I have the same dream. It's probably just from all the mental exhaustion, but I can't give up. No matter how much I sulk, I have to clear the game. The after-school chime rings, and I stand up from my desk. Are you alright? You look exhausted. Well, the new math formulas we have to memorize are taking their toll. I came up with something not to give away my obvious anxiety. Okay. To my dismay, Kaname didn't dig any further. Now that I'm thinking about it, what should I do now? One person has been on my mind. Akira Shijo. He is a friend of Iwasaki that is praying incessantly that Mahashi wakes up from her coma. It would seem that the music would finally stop at some point, that he would definitely be interested in Bad End since it's what caused their current dilemmas. After all, someone to cooperate with the investigation would lighten the mental load. But there's always a danger that he could die if I involve him. In short, Shijo's life may well end if he cooperates with me. What do I do? Should I meet with Shijo or not? Meet with him. Let's see what happens. Yes, I'm going to need a partner to help me with this. Charjr might set some new light into what's going on. Okay, let's meet him. Let's hope he don't end up dying. I want him to know everything that's going on with Mahashi and Iwasaki. Charjr responded almost immediately after I sent him an email. He'll probably be beside himself once he knows the truth about Bad End. I hope he helps me find a solution to all of this. But telling information to a third party might jeopardize my life. I pray that I'm not falling into a trap. I can only leave it to a chance, which I'll find out sure enough if it doesn't end up right. I met with Shijo in the family restaurant that I had met with Kaname before. We met at the front of the store and sat down facing each other in the booth. We both ordered coffee for now. I didn't understand all the details in the email. What exactly are you talking about? Don't we know what happened with Kana and Coco? They were both involved in traffic accidents by coincidence. I don't see any other reasons beyond that. If there were other reasons, how would you know about them? His reaction was understandable, but, well, you came all this way to meet me because you feel you're just clutching at straws, right? I suppose, not to mention that I want Kana and Coco to gain consciousness again. They're all such close friends. I understand where Shijo was coming from. It's time to talk. Okay, will you swear to believe everything I'm about to tell you? Because Iwasaki and Mahashi could potentially be saved. What? Saved? What do you mean? Shijo was stunned momentarily. He leaned over closer to listen. If it will save their lives, then I'll do anything. Let's face it, their healed injuries mean nothing if they don't wake up. I had a feeling that there was something deeper that caused them to end up like this. I just knew it. So it seems like I was onto something, right? His perception was on the mark. He seems to have basic understanding of mysterious phenomenon. This should definitely make it easier to talk to him. I took out my mobile phone. Have you heard of the mobile game Bad End? And the music stopped. Bad End? Actually, I remember seeing it briefly on an internet website. It said that if players die in the game, then they also die in real life. Is that the game you're talking about? That's right. I started up Bad End on the phone while looking around, making sure I didn't attract unwanted attention. I'm currently playing through it. It's not a rumor. What? Also, I turned the screen to Shijo, could make out what was displayed. I confirmed that the main characters in the game were Iwasaki and Mahashi. What? Shijo snatches the phone from me and glares at the screen. Wait, hold on. Don't start playing because if you make a mistake, you could die. Yeah, I get it. Shijo continued staring at the screen for what seemed minutes. Kana, Coco. Why? And no music. I have a feeling this ordeal was created by someone with bad intentions. And the only way to be free from this cursed game is to clear it. But why were they targeted? That's what we need to find out. Can you think of a reason why they would be caught up in something like this? Does someone hold a grudge? Or any reason why they'd be involved in this type of game? I can't think of anything because they've always done right. I don't think they've gotten on anyone's bad side. No. Wait. Please tell me anything you can think of, no matter how trivial it might seem. Prior to the accident, Coco was paranoid. She was being chased by something. During those days, Coco was emotionally unstable. I figured she was just having another delusion. Emotionally unstable? What do you mean? She had witnessed Kana get hit by the car. I was at the scene when it happened. I was really shaken up and felt like I was going to go crazy. Eventually I was able to calm down, but then the next moment I noticed Coco acting strangely. Someone with a personality like Coco, I wouldn't be surprised if she suffered from psychological trauma. That had to be the cause. The accident she witnessed had to be what set this whole thing off. Is that so? He didn't tell me this when we met. He probably felt it wasn't relevant at the time. I sipped the undrank coffee as I pondered to myself. The one who encountered a traffic accident first was Mahashi. That was then followed by Iwasaki. What does it all mean? Iwasaki was paranoid by being chased by something. If the person responsible for Bad End was indeed this unknown entity, perhaps it was triggered by Mahashi's accident. I may find out if I keep playing the game. Iwasaki, Mahashi, the Cursed Shadow, could they somehow be connected? Hey, listen. Are you going to continue playing the game? You mean right now in the restaurant? There were a considerable number of people here. I wanted to refrain from doing it here. Now that I know what's going on, I have to know the truth. I want to figure out what's going on as soon as possible, please. His girlfriend's life is hanging on the edge. I can't find it to me to decline. Okay then, I'll play. Thank you so much. Are you hungry? It's my treat. Well, I'll have a sandwich, said, if that's okay. Can I sit next to you and watch the screen? Yeah, I guess so. I loaded up the last saved file after I took a long swig of coffee. It's Monday. My body felt a little better now that I had some rest, but it's definitely not 100%. I need to start soon. If I keep putting it off, I'll never figure out the solution to this dilemma. If I rest too much, I'll eventually just give up. First of all, let's take Kana's advice. I did mess around with a lot of guys, and I had ditched quite a few in the past. Kana thinks that maybe the wrath from one of the boys having a grudge against me was a trigger for this whole fiasco. I'm not sure if this is the truth, but certainly is a real possibility. I don't really have a choice. I have to try anything at this point. Okay, well, I'll stop messing around with boys and throwing them off. Somehow I feel like that isn't going to be possible for you. Really? Even though I went out of the way to take your advice? Well, whatever you do is up to you, right? I've practically run out of steam at this point. I don't know what else to tell you. Having said that, Kana left the classroom. Anyways, I intend to make good on my promise. I won't mess around with guys' hearts any longer. Right then, can I have a word with you, Coco? The person who addressed me was, Oh, hi, Akira. Kana just left a few moments ago, probably for the restroom. Well, I need to speak with you for a moment. This is Akira Shijo, and Kana's boyfriend. Since he's my best friend's crush, I am graced with his presence quite often. I need to meet with you in private to discuss something about Kana. Will you meet me after school? I'll treat us to cake. A private discussion? For what? Akira is a handsome guy, and the girls flock over him. I never thought I'd be invited out for cake by Akira. Even though he's dating already, it feels good to be invited by him. Wait, should I do this? I may find out some important information or advice. This may not be such a bad idea. What should I do? Well, first, save. Of course, I wasn't the only one shocked beyond belief. Shijo, who's watching the screen, is beside himself as well. Me? Why? Why was Akira in the game? The character on the screen certainly resembles Shijo. What does this mean? What does it all mean? Keep playing. I need to know why I'm there. No. For now, let's just stop. Why? I tried to remain calm. I wanted to see what happens next, but if you make the wrong choice, this game will kill you. It's as simple as that. It's just how the game works. Kill you? You should understand the consequences by now. I don't need to explain it any further. The penalty is dying. Even at a public place like this one, I don't want to cause a major uproar. Yes, you're right. That's why I save. We then got up and left the restaurant. Are you going to keep playing when you get home? Yes, if you don't hear back from me before tomorrow, you can assume I'm dead. I don't want to even think about what's happening. Okay, see you later. Thanks for the food. Let's just hope I made the right choice. The first time around. Nightfall came and I opened my mobile phone and resumed my save point. There were two possible choices. I must decide carefully. I can't afford to make a mistake this far into the game. And it's gonna make me do the same thing again. Just in case. I'm gonna save again. Autosave. I decided to go together. It's only natural to help someone in need. Okay then, let's meet at the front gate after school. Thank you so much. As Akira was leaving, Kana returned. Oh, Akira, sorry about that. I stepped out for a minute. Nah, it's nothing. I'll see you later. What was that about? Beats me. They surely didn't seem to have any problems between the two of them, so what's this meeting all about? Later after school, you'd better tell me what's going on later, or you won't hear the last of me. Don't joke around about that. She can be scared when she wants to be. I'm probably worried over nothing. It'll be fine. As promised, I met Akira at the school gate. I'll tell you in more detail. Let's go to Ishtar. It's my treat. Sounds great. I love their cakes. We arrived at the family restaurant Ishtar. I ordered tea and a slice of cake. I'll fill you in a little bit more before the treats arrive. So what's going on between you and Kana? It doesn't sound good. No, it's not like that, but I'm more interested in what's going on with you recently. Huh? I said I'm more interested in you. Seriously, why? Is this an interrogation or a friendly chat? What's the meaning of this? Why? Because you're trying to charm me, and it's working. You're just yanking my chain. Kana's attractive, but you have other qualities that she doesn't. It sounds like I've been giving Akira mixed signals after all. That's right, I can't help it but to think that you're interested in me as well. I have a feeling he isn't joking. Does he really like me? You're not currently dating anyone, right? Well, yes. But I didn't think that this was what we came here to talk about. Well, I broke up with Kana and I'm officially asking if you want to go out with me. I was beside myself and didn't expect this. But for some reason, I can't fight the feeling I do have feelings for Akira. Wait. I'm completely serious, Coco. I mean it. Although I know it's a little sudden, he went out of the way to say it to me face to face. My heart is beating faster. I then asked myself, have I not been jealous of Kana, who has a hot boyfriend like Akira? Have I not ever thought about seriously asking him out? The truth is, I have. I've screwed around with a lot of guys, but if there was a guy I wanted to go study with, it's definitely Akira. Can I have some time to think about this? It's a little sudden. Yeah, sure. As I ate my piece of cake, I didn't get to taste much of it due to being absorbed in the conversation. We leave the restaurant and Akira turns to me with a cheerful tone. I know I said it already, but I'm completely serious about this. Let's see. Just think about it, okay? I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. After Akira left, I let out a full sigh and laughed to myself. I feel sort of bad for Kana, but hey, what's a girl to do? At that moment, Coco. I heard a small voice from behind me. Oh. What are you doing? Kana. Kana makes a hateful expression while standing before me. I told you to come right back and let me know what's going on. Why are you with Akira? Oh, you saw us. Duh, I saw you two meet in front of the school gate. No, you've got it wrong. Let's go, you can explain yourself later. Kana led me to the deserted Tenchio shrine, the place that the Shinto priest was murdered by the cursed shadow from before. He merely wanted to talk to me. I didn't do anything weird with Akira. Well, if you're telling me the truth, then why are you acting all nervous? I remember back to our conversation about dating. There's no way I could bring that up now. I'm so disgusted. I went through the trouble of being nice to you and help you out. You're trying to take him from me, aren't you? You're betraying me by stealing Akira away from me. I'm not betraying you. I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. Suddenly, my back was frozen stiff. It's the same thing I felt so many times before. Ugh. Ah! The cursed shadow emitted a low moan and appeared out of nowhere. Is this thing out to get me for messing around with guys again? I can't deny it because I just had this conversation with Akira. Anyway, I have to get away, and I turn on my heel to run. But I was a little too late, and the shadow attacked. Dope. I can't do it. I can't give in to temptation. Bad end. So how about it? Will you go with me? I'm sorry, I can't this time. Okay, I'm not going to force you. At that, Akira turned and left. Kana walked back into the room a moment after. Hey Kana, are you and Akira going steady? Why do you want to know all of a sudden? Of course we're in love. Right. Akira needed to talk to me about Kana. Is their relationship going steady, or did she make that up? I am curious, but I know I'm right in not pursuing it. It isn't worth throwing my life away over something like that. So three for three. 3 good, 3 bad. After school, I was true to my word and declined offers from all the boys who tried to get me to go out. Wow, what a drag. I never thought it would feel so dull not going out and doing anything. But if I continue to play guys like I did, I would live to regret it. I didn't know anything for sure, but I'm going to do what I need to do in order to stay alive. Holy shit. I've gotten it right 6 times in a row. Actually, I'm 3 for 3. I'm not 6 times in a row. I'm 3 for 3. I had 2 legit bad endings that I got out of by saving, but I'm counting them because basically you only get 2 chances, and obviously it's changed now to where you only get 2 choices. If you make the wrong choice, you later on end up dying. If you make the right choice, you end up surviving. If there is a God, I'm definitely being blessed by them. But the game is becoming more and more bizarre and unpredictable. That's true. Akira Shijo's appearance. The game mimics reality and is spot on so far. His avatar was of a perfect replica of his real self. His speech also matches his in person. So his existence in the game is very significant somehow. Being the case, does Shijo hold the key to clearing this game? Shijo seemed to be legitimately worried about Iwasaki and Mahashi's accident. I don't think he's taking Bad End as seriously as he should. It seems that it'll be necessary to meet with him once again. After all, I did tell him that I would contact him to let him know I'm still alive and well. I sent an email saying that I want to meet with him tomorrow. Hurry. Hurry up. I hear a voice urging me again. However, no matter how many times I've heard it, I can't get used to it. Yuji, just shut up, please. Stop acting like an idiot. Calm down already. Kyohei. The groaning stopped as I awoke to the morning sun shining through my window. It was the usual nightmare. Yuji and the other dead people seemed to be trying to harass me in my sleep. As for what they're wanting, I should be clearing the game sometime soon. I swiftly hopped out of bed with renewed energy. I discovered that Shijo had responded immediately after I sent the email to him last night. I'm going to skip classes today, and can you too? I want to meet up. He seems to want to know why he appeared in Bad End as much as I do. There wasn't any reason why I should throw him off. I can't concentrate at school recently due to the unfolding events. And I'm going to save that for the next episode. Pretty interesting. I'm going to save one more time. Oh, it's getting interesting. We're finding out more and more, and hopefully we're coming close. Basically, I am 3 for 3. Out of 6 choices, I'm 3 for 3. The only thing that saved me from getting a bad end, officially a bad end, was because I saved. I saved before I made my choice. So 3 times it would have ended up in failure. And 3 times I managed to get it right. So I'm 50-50 as of right now. So it is getting more difficult and more unpredictable as you go along. But the story is quite intense. Yeah, the growth of the characters might seem bland, but the story itself, I mean, I can understand where they're going through, what the story is trying to do, what the developers are trying to do. I can understand that, but they probably should have worked on the growth of characters a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, it's getting good. It's getting really, really good. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time on Bad End. Peace, and don't forget to bring the nachos.